You ready for this?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I sat next to David Bowie on a plane. I like the music of David Bowie. David Bowie's been on my radio show. And I said, brother, your skin is like a child's. And he was laughing, and I really was hypnotized by it. And I said to his assistant, I said, how does he look so young? And she said, oh, he does, it was a record company, somebody. And they said, well, he does, it's illegal now in England and America, but he goes wherever he goes, and he does fetal tissue.
Yeah. Wow.
And I think that's what these people do. They do stem cells, they do fetal tissue, and I think it rejuvenates them.
Well, there's no thinking about it. That is exactly what's going on. And that's why the elites just want to bring in a world government, cut off the resources, get rid of the massive population, because they're going to have the life extension technologies for themselves.
Is that what all, when we hear these undercover tapes of them making bargains on baby parts at Planned Parenthood, is that what this is, Alex?
That's exactly. In fact, I've talked to Planned Parenthood people when I did a report on this about 18 years ago, because we interviewed an insider. Actually, George Woolley, a local Republican activist, a Catholic activist, got me in touch with them, and they had the footage of some of this. But they said, no, they sell the baby parts, and they're getting upwards of $10,000 per baby for a late-term abortion. Now, this was in the mid-90s, or like 97 or so. The word is now, if they can get an intact 8-month-old baby, the woman pays thousands to have an abortion that late. She has no idea that now the market's gotten so big, they can get up to $100,000 for the baby.
Alex, think so encourage promiscuous sex. You ladies, express yourself with as much sex as possible. It doesn't feel good if you wear a condom. An ultra-sexual society that we have here. I mean, my God, turn on anything. And then make money off the babies that aren't wanted.
The vampires are having women farm their babies and have them pay for it, when it'd be fair to give the woman 50 grand. I mean, she could bring it in at 9 months, one day before it's due, cut it out, chop it up, keep it alive, sell its organs. She could get a couple $100 grand. I mean, why not let the women start? It is your bodies. Women, how about you start growing babies for butcher?
It's not a life.
Well, it's not. I mean, I'm serious. With their extension, I say women should have the right, and as a feminist, I am a feminist, I think Gloria Steinem should come out and advertise into a class action suit against Planned Parenthood for cheating women and not giving them money for the long hams that they're producing.
Well, this whole thing that Obama spearheaded before he became Obama, when I knew him when he was just called Barry here in Chicago, I mean, he was one of the guys that fought for late-term abortion. And it's just interesting. And look, I have 2 10-year-old daughters that and they're preemies. I was a preemie. Now you could abort me and my kids, and we wouldn't be considered alive. It's interesting, if there's a car accident in Chicago, it's murder. But if you take that kid and you put them on, they put them on metal shelves from Walmart, these cheap metal shelves, and they put them there until they stop breathing because they can't resuscitate them. Obama fought for that, right? Mm-hmm. So it's interesting, as they lay there sometimes 12 to 24 hours gasping for breath in the hospitals of Chicago, that's not murder. It's not alive. But yet, if you hit that woman, Alex, and a pregnant woman, and she loses her baby, you're a murderer. More madness.
No, you're absolutely right. And this is the dehumanization, and it's mind control. Yeah. Al Sharpton tells people what to be upset about. And then when there's stuff happening thousands of times worse, it's not even on the radar.